Popular artist known as Doechii recently said that straight men are a red flag, and the internet went up in arms. And I say generalization is the thief of logic. Okay, nobody has dated everybody. No matter what anybody tells you, nobody has dated everybody in the world. Just because I watch Ratatouille doesn't mean I let every rat survive. You know, I don't know if that analogy makes sense, but the point is, when you watch the clip, right, you realize it's not it wasn't that big a deal. Like she said it in jest with her, but I feel like it sparked something of more concern amongst the mandem about a rise in misandry, saying that the people think it's cool now to just hate and be prejudiced against men. And I think whether it's in jest or not, it's still a symptom of something that's actually really happening. All right. I took no, and the words held no value or importance to me, to be honest, because Doechii is a self-proclaimed warrior of the queers, and and if you guys don't know what queer is this interesting and strange space, an intersection in the world of gender and sexuality. There are an interesting group, and apparently the word was derogatory, but it was taken back in 1980s by the activists, and they became a word of empowerment. Sort of like the N word, but everybody gets it with queer, but not with the N word. It's like you say a little bit of like come on, and everybody gets whoa, hey, the er, and it's like it's just a thing of phonics. Like if you know your phonics, you know the difference between and It's like Anyways, that's a whole other tangent. We're not going to get into that. But the topic at hand, and in fact, like people that are going around spotting red flags left and right, are people amusement parks to you? Why are you looking for flags everywhere? Is it, and you too, like you think that you don't have any red flags? I think the idea, this pervasive idea of perfection, which is like the red flag culture, because people just go around, they know how to spot red flags, but they cannot see the red flags in themselves. Concerning state of affairs. Like it's because you're going around, everybody's you not having a red flag is a red flag to me personally. I mean, we need to just go back to having arranged marriages. Because all this is just, again, a symptom of the lack of accountability in dating culture. Essentially, what we forgot is with dating came choice, and with choice came options. With options came probability, but random probabilities. But we have to be accountable for those choices. And it's terrifying, I know, but it's the reality of what the case is. Unless you want to go back to arranged marriages. Many of my sisters are going back to, Nigeria every Christmas and getting married. It doesn't matter whether they chemistry or not, so they're just meeting quick. They don't have time for any of the other semantics. So it is an option. If you don't want to be spotting red flags left and right, you can go back to arranged marriage. So this thing cannot be happening to you. Your father will choose somebody or your family will choose somebody, and that way you can see green flag from there on. Even if you don't see the flag, your family sees the flag. Your family sees the flag for you. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is I don't think that I took any of this seriously, and I think that the trend of misandry is a true thing and it needs to calm down. But I haven't seen it manifest in real life. But I will say this. I will say that I don't think we should take those words, of value. I don't think men should react or tell other men to react and think that this is a real thing. Because again, it's not happening outside. But I feel like these gender wars online do fuel the idea. I feel like people just have all this PTSD from a war they never fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we're having these conversations and saying that this is how we feel and this is the thing that's happening, but none of it's actually happening in real life. And what happens is then people go out to interact with other people and then they start to like move like they've experienced something that they read on Twitter, but it never even happened to them. It's kind of crazy, but this is the world we live in. We generalize, it's great clickbait, and then, you react. And reaction is more popular than thought. Then that's a dangerous space to be in, but we all react. Even this is a reaction, and then you're going to react to this. No, it just goes on and on. But I feel like in the space of between action and reaction, we need to just give room for a small space for thoughts. Just squeeze enter. You understand?